what's going on, man?
Hey, Kris. Yeah, you can almost see me, right?
Yeah, I can see you.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm okay. I'm okay. As long as we are talking about metal, I'm great.
Oh, good.
Thank you for accepting the invitation for and joining MetalKaoz. And
Mm-hmm.
let me start right away.
Okay.
First of all, I'm sure it was a difficult decision, but I will ask how difficult it was to keep trauma going after the unfortunate passing of Donny.
Well, it's been it's been a bit of a struggle. We got really lucky getting Brian Allen into the band, where we didn't have to look for a whole lot of singers. We didn't have to go, checking out a bunch of different people. It just seemed to be, it just seemed to work out really, really well. That could have been, who knows? We could have been looking for a really long time, but thank God that wasn't the case.
So my question was, did you think let's call it a day, or right away you said we have to keep going?
That was questionable. We didn't, when Donnie passed away, it took us several months to figure out if we wanted to continue and if we could find anybody. So
right.
It came pretty close to, throwing the towel in.
And is it true that you were already in the middle of working on the new album?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So how did Brian join? I mean, or were you searching a long time? Did you hold auditions? How did that work?
We checked out a few people, but our producer Juan Ortega knew Brian from him working with Vicious Rumors.
Right.
So we, contacted Brian and then had him come down, and everything just kind of clicked. So that's how that happened.
I assume that the reason for the album's title, Awakening, has something to do with the decision to move on, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, yeah.
And when Brian joined, did you have most of the music ready for him? What was his input?
Pretty much we had all the songs all ready to go and everything. We had to change some of it around a little bit, but not much. So we were pretty much ready to go.
It's interesting to hear you saying this because the music is on the aggressive side. And I feel that Brian's voice kind of falls in that sound that you have in the new album. He has more aggression. So I was thinking that maybe after he joined, you did some adjustments, but no, right?
Not really.
So you had already the songwriting was to go more aggressive and a little bit of modern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's interesting this because the band Trauma was formed in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Sure, you had a long hiatus and then the band returned, but how do you connect the dots musically? How does it feel from your point of view? How the band has grown, progressed, or changed even?
Well, first of all, it hasn't been, easy in any kind of capacity. It's been very difficult. But we wanted it to go, the band was defunct so many years ago. We always thought about maybe, me and Donnie putting it back together. It didn't happen until 2013 with the re-release of the Scratch and Scream album. And at that time, we thought it might be a good idea to have a live band in case we ever get any type of offers for festivals or anything, which has happened. And then we just had a lot of, different lineup changes. Ever since we got it back together. I don't know if I could say connecting the dots. We were gone for a really long time. And the album we did, Rapture and Wrath, that was kind of just a test to see if it was even worth doing, I should say. And we got a lot of really good reviews off that, but it was nowhere near what I thought Trauma should sound like. Okay. It needed to be back to the original roots of, Bay Area thrash metal type stuff. And I think we accomplished that with Awakening. There's some songs off of As the World Dies Out were close, but this last one got us closer to our roots. Even some material we're working on now will even it'll be very interesting to listen to.
So basically, you are trying to connect the dots, even if you don't do that. Even this is not your goal, but just as you said, you are trying to go back to the roots of the Bay Area thrash, right? So it's in your DNA, man. It's in your DNA.
Yeah. I mean, to a certain degree. I mean, that was a long time ago.
Of course.
We just want to try to have fun doing it. And that's really the bottom line. Just to try to have some fun doing it while we, can still, do it and everything.
Yeah, and the times have changed so much. It's a way different ball game right now. If you compare the 80s with the days we are living, it's not even close.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't compare it.
Yeah, and some say that now it's even more challenging to start a new band or even reactivate a band. So it takes a hell lot of effort on that, doing that.
Oh, yeah.
What Brian brings to Trauma?
He's a really incredible vocalist. He's got a really good range. He sounds, he's got a lot of different influences going on in his voice. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to basically give us the opportunity to sound a little more aggressive than the past, which is good. Yeah, we're all just kind of looking forward to see what the future might bring.
And did I hear you correctly that you said you are working in some new material?
Yeah.
And this will
we're just starting to pull some ideas together for coming up with some more songs for another album. I don't have any word on when or anything like that, but something in the future.
Well, I'm sure you are thinking of let's get the Trauma on the road, the tour that you have with QUEENSRÄCHE, see how the band, what is the response you are getting, and how does it feel for you guys? I mean, have you how many shows have you done with Brian on the vocals?
Well, the last show we played at the Alcatraz Festival in Belgium in August, and that went really good.
Right, so after you have done some tours of duty with this lineup, I'm sure you will get more inspired to keep working on new material or even...
I hope so.
So what should we expect from Trauma this upcoming tour with QUEENSRÄCHE?
Plan on, basically going out there and kicking ass and, want to put on a really good show for people. Mm-hmm. And we're really, really looking forward to it.
How many songs are you... How much time do you have, and how many songs are you planning to play?
We get 30 minutes, so it's going to be 6 or 7 songs.
Is it right to say that it will be everything from the latest album?
Yeah. Might be a couple, nothing really from Scratch and Scream. It's going to be probably off As the World Dies in the new album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of, will you be changing the set list?
We might interchange a couple songs here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after this tour, what are your thoughts about, what are your plans maybe? It's a better word.
We'd like to get over to Europe probably sometime in the fall.
So no summer festivals for you guys?
We're working on some. There's a couple things we might be able to do still. Mm-hmm. But until I have firm contracts and everything, I can't say for sure just yet.
But you're still looking to get Trauma in those big European festivals.
Mm-hmm.
That's sounds great.
Whatever kind of makes sense. There's a lot of nuts and bolts to it.
Oh yes, especially after the pandemic, the whole scene has changed. I mean, I don't even know if it makes financial sense to tour right now. But if you
We'll
don't,
find out.
oh man.
Yeah.
Will you have the album for sale in this tour?
Yeah.
Maybe some vinyl copies or not?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have some.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even though you said that there are no solid plans for the next album, do you have at least a vague plan what you will do? When do you see the band going back to the studio?
That's a good question. I mean, we could end up going in there and do some tracks in this year, maybe next year.
Okay.
So I'd say between maybe closer to the end of this year and early 24.
Okay. And the new album should be under Massacre Records again?
That I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep you posted.
Oh, absolutely. Are there any thoughts of doing anything before the show starts? I mean, release some lyric video or anything of the sort?
We have one video. We have another song called Meat.
Yep.
That's on the album. That we have a video that's going to be coming out, I'd say, hopefully the next 2 to 3 weeks.
That sounds interesting. Kris, these were my questions. If you have anything else that you would like to share and I forgot to ask, please, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah, no, but, thank you for the interest of the band.
Oh, absolutely.
And, we hope we can get, out there more, and let's just see how everything goes.
Thank you very much again. Have a wonderful evening. And
you do the same, man.
We'll see you 31st in Chicago. See you live, man.
Oh, well, I look forward to meeting you.
Absolutely.
Cool, man. All right.